Canoe Club Development Race is proudly brought to you by the KZN Department of Sport and Recreation. The previous evening's rain had settled just in time for the first seeding race for the 2014 Dusi Canoe Marathon. The tranquil waters of the Dusi River were broken by an early morning warm-up session. Eager paddlers who arrived well ahead of schedule to get their minds in the right place for the challenging day ahead.
We're quite proud of this race. It's the fruits of our development program. We've got a very strong development program at Natal Canoe Club, and it's where the actual athletes themselves, where they're not just paddling but they're putting something back into the sport. They organise this race from start to finish. A huge debt to the Department of Sport. They've got right behind us. They've seen how serious we are about development and how our paddlers are coming on, and thanks to them that we're able to offer good prize money in this race. This is not Dusi season, you know. The guys will start, the top bar guys will start concentrating on their running, carrying boats, portaging, you know, all the pure marathon type races are gone, and they've got to start working on their running, because if you can't run fast with the boat on your shoulder, you'll never do well in the Dusi. Looks like we've got very good water. Looking behind us here, the water's come up, so the water's going to be good. It encompasses the first portage of the Dusi, which is always, on the event, it's an hour and a half in. It's going to be harder than normal because, like I said, the paddlers haven't been concentrating on their running. So this is the first time that there's a running portion to a race and they actually finish on a run, because we've finished halfway along the actual Campbell's portage. And it's going to be interesting to see how they do. I mean, Andy Burkett, for example, he's just come fresh off the marathon. He's our under-23 junior world marathon champion. He won that title in Denmark. And there the portage is 100 meters long. This is his first long run in a competitive race since last Dusi. Teamed up with the man who beat him last year on the Dusi, Spornella Zondi, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they do, especially today, because I think Spornella is going to be a little bit fitter running than Andy, and I think it's going to be interesting. You know, Spornella was a product of the Amzanyati development program, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if any of the other young bucks from the development program come through and can give them a run for their money. The foundation was set years back. You know, Michael Mbanjwa, he was probably the first, calls himself Tulani Mbanjwa now. He is the first true development paddler to come through, and I think we all know how well he's done. And it's exciting. I mean, you come down to Camp Strift in the afternoon and you can see up to 40 young development kids on the water, and it's nice to see some of their parents come and watch them as well. And I think canoeing is in a good place at the moment.
I can tell you what, you'll see some real action today because the guys are paddling very strong. You know, we just came back from Fish where I think the guys did very well, and today we've got a lot of guys that will be paddling in this race, and they'll be strong. From now up to Dusi, our development guys, we really got some strong teams, and it's nice to see that we also got some really young stars from under 12 Gabi guys that are also coming up. So this is not going to die anytime soon. It's actually keep improving all the time.
The race that we have in today, it's an NCC Development Race. So it's the second time we started last year, so now it's the second year in a row. So the NCC Development guys are controlling the whole race. Compared to last year, so I have thrown big time because we started the academy, so we had more than 1,000 kids that are training now. We introduced them to the sports, so it's throwing each and every year. Yeah, it's looking good.
Andrew Adey from Howick, paddling with Josh Kippen from Australia today. Just come from World Marathon Champs and came out for Fresh Seattle Track. I haven't got a Dusi partner yet, so Josh and I are pairing up for today, so hopefully it'll go well.
Yeah, I've never paddled on the Dusi before, so hopefully if I get that first weir right, it'll probably be okay. And yeah, I'm not really used to running with the boat, so it'll be a fun day.
Yeah, well, definitely this is a great initiative with the Department of Sport and NCC to put in a great race like this with great prize money. And it's great to see some good contenders out there today. It's the first race of the Dusi border, which is sort of the first tester for everyone to see where they're at and see what work they need to do for the next 4 months. So it's a great and exciting time at the moment. Yeah, I think it's really odd for a canoe race to finish on the top of a mountain, and when we're actually overseas, because you're telling people we finished a canoe race on the top of a mountain with the boat on our shoulders, they look at us pretty strangely. But that's definitely the deciding factor on Campbell's Portage. So it's a great place to actually finish it. It's nice and different. It's exciting.
Development Race. We'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back to the NCC Development Race. Commercial Road Weir was just one of the few places cameramen and spectators can catch a glimpse as the race unfolds. Focus is key whilst making your way through a weir or rapid. The constant exertion of river water can hurl you straight into rocks, paddlers, or even brush lining the river banks, which is evidently quite difficult to break away from. Jan Spanello chooses a perfect time, slicing through the water to catch the just ahead of him. Previous Dusi and multiple non-stop Dusi winner to line in one track is hot on Andrew's tail, directing himself and Butler Chele through Commercial Road Weir. signals of who may be teaming up for the Dusi Canoe Marathon in February 2014. There is always plenty of speculation about who is paddling with who, as many of the combinations stay closely kept secrets until the very last minute. NCC Development Race holds great significance for paddling and KZN. It's a great opportunity to showcase how well the development program is doing. It also gives the NCC development team the chance to put something back into the sport they love. With an incredible field on top South Africa, even a few foreign competitors, fantastic organisation, and a fast and challenging route, this event is bound to be a favourite for many years to come. Andy and Sponello have climbed to first place and are making their way to the start of Pine Tree Portage. Time to give the arms a break and work those legs.
It's a tough run up there. It's a steep hill, a Pine Tree Portage to the top.
Only 2 minutes behind, Andrew Addy and Josh Kippen try to close in on the leaders, with the biggest climb of the day being an early decider on how much portage training is still needed for Dusi 2014. Tulani and Banjwa in red, along with his partner Tlantla, cruise past the stragglers on this truly exhausting section of Pine Tree Portage. With light showers being a blessing and a curse. On the one hand, it's welcome to cool down the burning muscles. On the other, it just makes for tougher portage along the slick and muddy trail. Andy and Sponello make their way down the last 150 meters to the finish line. These guys claim yet another victory together. Truly a formidable team. It'll be interesting to see if they carry this momentum through to Dusi 2014.
Well, I think the race course lends itself to being a tough race. It's short, so hard paddle before you get to the portage to end here. So the racing is really aggressive, and everyone just goes a lot harder and pushes a lot more. So it just is generally just a tough race, and the guys push themselves a lot harder. But great course, really enjoyable, and everyone seems to be having a lot of fun here.
For me, it's totally very different now, the level where I am now. It's like my dream come true to race in this high level. Well, the first time I was jumping in the boat since I was 16 years old, I didn't know that one day I will be one of the guys who be competitive to win the race.
Yeah, well, I think it's really great that Department of Sport and Recreation can recognise paddling and the diversity that we've got in our sport, and to help us out and to help a sport like this grow, which is great for sport and for our country.
The Natal Canoe Club Development Race will be back with you shortly.
the race was great. We had a good run down all the rapids. I was driving, I didn't really know where we were going, but we had people making mistakes left, right and centre. We had a few broken noses and stuff, so we jumped out at the portage and we were second behind Andy and Zondi. So yeah, that was really good. When we got to the run part, it was super difficult. My quads went and then my calves went and we got a little bit lost, so we ended up fourth. So it wasn't too bad, but it was really good fun. Well, in Oz, definitely we don't have the same depth of field. So yeah, if you make a mistake and you're coming second, you'll still probably come second. Whereas here, as soon as you make a mistake, you're sort of 2 or 3 places back. And yeah, the running as well is very difficult for me anyway.
This was a fantastic event. If you look at what the Department of Sport and Recreation has envisaged, as well as the MEC, what she had mentioned to us, this is a clear example of us getting people involved in sport. In the department, we actually prioritize 2 important things. 1 is participation and 2 is performance. What we are seeing here today is participation. As a department, we have identified that it's important for us to actually create active and healthy lifestyles among the citizens of the country. And we are using this sport of canoeing in order to achieve our goals. We are enablers, and we use our various federations in order to promote sport and recreation. So actually we are saying that our federations are the custodians when it comes to sport. But if you look at the choice of canoeing, if you look at the entire infrastructure in KZN, we have the rivers, the dams, etc. And what canoe is actually doing, they are using what we have.
Obviously this is the first race heading up and building up for our Dusi Canoe Marathon in February. It's always a nice leveler to get into it quite early. Quite a tough race as a first race with this portage at the end. And yeah, just the start of the season, and yeah, hopefully you get faster and stronger from here.
Yeah, today we had a very good race. When we hit the river, we were more in our sort of comfort zone, and yeah, we flew through all the rapids, had a good paddle, no problems, and yeah, on the run, just had a solid run to the end. Yeah, I think definitely, especially in KZN and with the Dusi, we've seen a lot of the development guys moving up, and now they're competing, top 10 positions first. Eric Zondi, those guys, they all started, at sort of grassroots level and have worked up, and I think it's, with the help from the Department of Sport and Recreation and other departments and companies like that have helped to bring it up to the level that it's at today.
Well done, guys. Bye-bye.
Well done, guys.
Because of the love of sport that I have, so I couldn't say I wasn't able to just come and watch the sport. I felt like I was like I needed to be part of the people canoeing. So that's what made me come back with the approach from the NCC, because they wanted me to pair with Candy Mavunga doing the Dusi Canoe Marathon. I've only done 2 Dusis, so now I've been selected to do the 7 African Championships in Tunisia, which will take part in November. So I'm very excited about it, and I think everyone is proud of me. Well, and I'm training hard, and maybe come back with a medal there and make my country proud. On the part of the girls, I like to encourage them to come and do the sport. It's easy, it's very fun. It's easy like other sports that they like tennis ball, like basketball, because it is said that this is a sport for boys, and it's not like that. I'd like them to come and have fun like we do. And yeah.
I'm not walking, I'm running. Watch me run. Can you feel the pain? Can you feel my breath? Out of breath here. Woo! The bike can attack me.
who have helped empower the youth of KZN, who otherwise would never have had an opportunity to train and become contributing members of the sporting community. This is a positive step forward for canoeing and indeed